Brown gets the ball around short into the wing position.
Dorgan with a beautiful hand pass there to Protetto, who was met solidly by Murray. Has not moved, Pepe Protetto. He's going through for the ball there, left himself wide open, and Richard Murray came in and cleaned him up. Play underway again with Dorgan driving forward. Off the hands of the pack there is Cadet. Cadet over the top to Forbes. Forbes runs in with the left foot and is just offline and through for only one behind.
Doesn't look too well, this player. He hasn't moved. The trainers are treating him, getting him to his feet, and they're going to have to carry him off the ground. Most unfortunate, because he's been a gutsy little player. Let's have a look at the incident again.
You see Protetto, number 8, coming across from the right of the screen. Richard Murray coming across, and bang, he copped one right across the ear there. Protetto, of course, finished runner-up in the J Field medal this year for the best and fairest in second division, so his loss, hopefully, well, he'll be off for the rest of the game. Only 5 minutes left, but hopefully he'll be back for next week's preliminary final.
Richard Murray a little bit lucky there. You can probably see a couple of the reasons why he might have been suspended once or twice this year, Ed. We don't want to draw conclusions from that, but that looked like a forearm to me.
Captain Coach showing a bit of vigour there. Box Hill come out of defence. Lawler under the ball for Sunshine, and Lawler takes the mark. Plays on straight away, finds Secretano. His kick forward looking for Litchfield. Murray from behind punches away. He's successful once more. Over the top of the ball was Sheridan. Players pile on top of it, and the umpire will come in and bounce.
Into time on now, and Sunshine desperately needing goals, but I think it's all a bit late for them. 34 points the difference at the 26-minute mark as the umpire bounces. No one did get it. Attempt to get rid of the ball there by Gleeson.
Brown with the snap. It's an awkward bounce there for Nicholson. Matrovsky comes in. It's punched through for one behind.
Peter Nicholson been a very good player for Box Hill today, both in defence and in attack. As a matter of fact, he's now kicking the ball out, so he moves around the ground a bit.
So Nicholson looking for leads now.
He won the field trophy back in '84, so he's certainly got some talent.
Finds Turner on the half back line for the Box Hill side. Turner's kick up forward. Coming into Secretano. Sheridan in front takes a fine mark. Gets the handball working to Withers straight away. Withers chip is a shocker. It's out of bounds on the full, but Dorgan has cleaned him up and will be reported. So Dorgan, the enforcer of the Sunshine side, is cleaned up Withers and has been booked by the umpires. We'll have a look at the replay. Dorgan, number 27 there on the ground, running in from the right of screen as Withers kicks. And Dorgan lined him right up and has hit him with the forearm across the head there.
It's not necessarily enforcing playing football like that. That's pretty easy.
It's on in the crowd here. Oh, coming off the bench there was Metzner.
Well, the enforcer didn't fare too well then. There's someone in the crowd involved. I think should not be there. Should not be there.
Dorgan Shepperbottom comes in. So Dorgan sent off the ground, was given more than a welcome by Metzner, the ruckman from the Box Hill side, who was on the bench. And Dorgan makes his way back to the boundary line. Box Hill further upfield though. Goes through for one behind there.
All the action's off the field at the moment as the dying minutes of the second division, second semi-final. There you see Jeff Withers. Look, he looks like his jaw's not too good. About to go into the coach's box. The trainers have got him. Dorgan standing in front of the Sunshine box. There's plenty of people looking around. I don't think there's anyone involved in jumping over the fence. Looks like he's yeah, they're feeling his jaw. He could have a fractured jaw there.
Well, that, of course, Withers has kicked 3 goals, 2 for the game. He's been a fine player, and for that to happen at the 27-minute
on the ground,
mark,
isn't it? During these second division games.
So Box Hill come forward again through Cuff. His kick in towards centre half forward, and Brown takes the mark. Straight away onto Sheridan. Sheridan with the chip forward, looking this time for Burke. Burke leads the race for the ball. Hot on his hammer is Caldwell. Burke gets the handball over the top.
Good
Nelson
tackle.
pings his opponent. Dropping the ball, says the umpire, and Nelson will take the free kick.
It's a good tackle.
Nelson now goes around his opponent there, Garth. Kicks long towards the wing position. Shepperbottom slips at the vital moment. Coming in now is Litchfield. Litchfield with the hand pass to Segatano, but beautifully intercepted there by Murray. Murray's kick forward, coming through is Nelson again, and he takes a strong mark. Nelson's quickly over towards Caldwell. Caldwell with the further handball over towards Menadue. Menadue comes back to Caldwell. His kick is a shocker in towards the centre of the ground. Coming through is Murray. Moss taps it on. Not to a player though. Coming through once more is Whitnish. Whitnish with a handball finds their Teakle, and finally it ends up on the half-forward line with Cuff. The siren's gone.
The siren's gone, and Box Hill are into the second division grand final, deservedly so, winning 14-17 101 to Sunshine 9-13 67.
So next week, of course, we'll see Sunshine, who finished on top of the second division later this year, come up against Paran in the preliminary final of 1986. Running through the goal kickers for the winners: Box Hill, Withers 3, Bolton 2, 2 to Nicholson, 1 each to Cuff, Dwyer and O'Shea, and the major goal kicker of the day, Garth, with 4 goals. For Sunshine, Litchfield kicked 3. Then it goes to Shepherd-Bottom with 2, 1 each to Mitrovsky, McQualter, Walsh and Moss. And Tony, for the best on the ground, who would you say probably would win our Mitsubishi trophy?
Well, I thought that Nicholson probably played a great game. It'd be between Nicholson and Bolton, but you can have the final decision, Ed.
Well, I think going in the end, Bolton was a strong player. As we said earlier, did a lot of the hard work, ended up with 2 goals for the game, and I think we'll give him the Mitsubishi trophy.
OK, we're about to take a break, and then we'll be back for the First Division second semi-final between Coburg and Frankston from the Junction Oval.
I think Coburg...
Well, I'll still stick with Coburg, but Gary Bryce is dead right in saying that big men will have a big bearing on today's game. But I think the player who we have to all watch today is McCarty up at full forward for Frankston. The 2 times they've played these teams, he's kicked 8 goals on both occasions. So if Coburg can keep him under...
All the umpires are certainly thinking of you, and sorry you can't be here today. All right.
Well, for that, not so many, Phil. Late
Because I don't think if they're able to gain any advantage, then I think it's worthwhile doing. And I think if you believe that...
Mowing down Coburg, the timekeepers, and they're really having a thump at one another, these two. Not a good bounce. It comes out wide. Halbert was waiting around the pack for the crumbs, but it comes through in the direction of Harbinson. Harbinson up in towards the centre of the ground, and this is Saru gaining possession for Frankston. Frankston in the white nicks. He plays it towards the half-forward line. Oh, the umpire must apply a penalty here, and the kick will go to Harbinson. This is Merv Harbinson, and not a bad kick either. Right up towards the half-forward line, and big Jeff Saru coming across, pulls in the big mark when needed for the Dolphins. So Frankston now get the ball up to the centre line, and here we had Cleary coming around, backing up nicely, but taking the mark was Reinitz. Reinitz coming down from the half-forward flank. He puts it up towards that half-forward line. A hand pass out here towards Halbert. Halbert now couldn't gain possession, has dribbled over the line and out of bounds.
Feel a pretty poor handball by Laidler there, because Halbert would have been in.
Halbert had the run on it, didn't he? Well, OK, Ruckman shouldering one another here. Comes out to Cleary, who was grabbed, couldn't get away with the ball at all. Umpire blowing the whistle. Very quick to make decisions at the moment, the umpire, and it'll be Jeff Charoux who will come out with a 15-metre penalty and the free kick at the same time. Laidler's still struggling away with Saru there for a moment. Now there's his kick in towards the centre of the ground, and this is where the big man's strength will tell. That was a mark taken then for Frankston by Brown. Brown plays it out towards that right forward pocket position. Coming out of it was Sheldon. Sheldon gets a pass in, and we'll see it come right around the flank now for the Coburg side. Neither side scoring at the 2-minute mark into the first quarter. Going across to take the pass was Harbinson. He passed it back, but it's gone over the line and out.
For the people at home, sorry, Phil, Brown is 39 in the record. If people have got a record at home, he's actually number 5. So there's been a change there.
That's why we're hesitating on him there, to try and pick him up. Number 5 is Brown. That's of the Frankston side. You'd think they'd get him right for the finals. OK, it comes into the centre, and it's brother Allison who came into it. Couldn't get away.